Hello and welcome back to Step 8. Now in this video we are going to be going over our next step. We've already completed our S2 member setup. We completed our JVZoo setup. And now we are ready to complete our autoresponder setup. For the purposes of this tutorial, we are going to be looking at GetResponse. And you can use any autoresponder that you want. You will want to follow the basic steps, though, that I am following inside of GetResponse, inside of your autoresponder. So with that, let's go ahead and get started inside of GetResponse. Okay, so now we are inside of GetResponse. What we want to do is we want to select our campaign, and we've already got our campaign selected. As you can see there, it says okay, we are inside of GetResponse, and as you can see here, you have your campaign set up there. It's called Model Airplane Enthusiast. That's our campaign. And now what we want to do is we want to go and we want to start creating messages. Now we are going to create messages 30 days apart, because what we want to happen is we want them to get a message telling them that their content is ready for them to go to the page and it is for them to download, right? So we want them to get these messages 30 days apart. So we're going to write a standard message. We're going to copy it and space it 30 days apart. And then what's going to happen is we're going to need to come back, obviously, when we put our links together. And we're going to have to put our links in there month by month. But remember, you're only going to have to do this setup one time. So let's take a look at what we're going to do now inside of GetResponse. We are going to go to the Messages section, and we are going to create an autoresponder. Okay, now on day 0, as soon as they are subscribed, we want them to receive a message. Now remember, they're going to be getting all kinds of messages. They're going to be getting something from JVZoo. They're going to be getting something from, from your WordPress site. You want this message to be the one that they open and that they look at. So we're going to create a video later to tell them what they should be doing. But in the meanwhile, what we are going to do here is we are going to create this message that tells them where to get their content. They only care about their content. That is what they want. And so that is what we want to make sure they know where to deliver, where they're going to get it delivered. Now, what we're going to do here inside of JVZoo is we want to choose or create a new email. Okay, now we're going to call this month 1. And our subject is going to be welcome to Model Airplane Enthusiasts. Or welcome to month 1 of Model Airplane Enthusiasts. And what I like to do is I like to put in the message, download your content, or download this month's content. Okay, kind of a long subject matter, but you want them to see everything so that they know they see the message. And then eventually we're going to tell them to whitelist this email, but for the most part, we are ready now to go to the next step inside of JVZoo. Now you may be tempted to want to make this template fancy. I'm going to suggest that you don't do that. I'm going to suggest you make this a plain text email, because once again, you want to give them a link to go to, not this is not where you want to give them, all of the bells and whistles. You want them to click a link and go and get their content. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Start from Scratch area. And we're going to do a basic blank template here. Now, You may feel as if that is not branding you, or not branding the not branding the opportunity, or branding the membership. However, they have already purchased from you, and the most important thing for them to have happen is for them to get their content. And you don't want to have anything, any graphics or anything in there that's going to interfere with them getting this email. You want them to get this first email. You want that to be a good sign of things to come, because this will make the first impression on them, that they will know, okay, this is pretty smooth. It worked exactly the way it was supposed to do, and I got my content pretty much when I signed up. That's what you want to happen. So we want this email to be plain. We don't want anything to interfere with it going through. So all we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to get a text box. And we're going to drag it and drop it right here. Now it's got your Latin in there. Going to take the Latin out. And here's your message. Your message is basically, thank you once again for being with us in Model Airplane Enthusiast. We have a great month of content for you. All you'll need to do is to go to this link. It'll take you to the website. Put your name and password into the into the site. And if you have any questions, and then give them the support address, give them your support site. Okay, that's all your message needs to say. Very simple. Thank you. Here's your content. Go to this link if you have any problems. Then give them the support email and support address. And you're going to do that every single month, right? You're going to do that every 30 days. So you're going to set this one up, and then you're going to set another one up right after that. So let's go ahead and set up this first email. Okay, so now you have you actually have this you have this in a document as part of your support resources inside of the course. But this is pretty much what you're going to write. Thanks for being a member of Model Airplane Enthusiasts. We have a great month of exciting news, tips, and articles of interest to share with you. To get your content, simply go to this link, and you want to put the link in there. We'll show you that a little later in the course. And then you're going to put in there, here's a video showing you how to go through this process. We're actually going to show you how to set up a support video, and what you should be putting in your video. Once again, you want this first month to go on without a hitch. You want them to have no questions about how to get their content. Okay, you want to give them your support address, you want to give them your support desk, and then you want to put your name in there. Okay, so now what you're going to do now, just make a copy of all this. Copy that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add the same thing to plain text. In case all they get is plain text emails. Wrap the long lines, click close. Okay, so now we're going to save this now. And we're going to go to the next step. So now, as soon as they join the membership, they're going to get sent that email on day 0. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to hit save and publish. And now for month 1, we now have an email ready to go out. So what do we need to do next? Well, obviously what we need to do now is we need to have another email going out on day 30. Right? So what we're going to do here is we are going to duplicate this email. We're going to click duplicate. And then we're going to have it go out on day 30. At the same time it's signed up. We're going to call this month 2. We're going to edit this message slightly. We're going to say welcome to month 2. We're going to write in month 2 here. And we're going to click next step. We're going to cut and paste our message back in here. Now what I like to do in month 2 is I like to just write in another great month there. And since we copied that over, we're going to want to make a copy of this and then make that part of the plain text email the same way. Or we can just write in another same thing. Then once we're done there, what we're going to do then is we're going to click next step. We've got our 30-day email now, and we're just going to click save and publish. So now you've got 2 messages, and really all you have to do now is you need to then start duplicating this email. And one of the easiest ways to do that inside of GetResponse is to go to this view. And you'll see now we've got month 1, month 2, and actually I've already created month 3, and I'm going to show you how easy that was. Now I've created month 3, and I'm going to show you how to create month 4, and it's pretty much the same way. We're just going to duplicate this email. When we get here, we're going to call this day 90. Right, on day 90. And then we're going to call this month 4. Or I'm sorry, month 120. Or day 120. We're going to click save and publish. Actually, scratch that. We're actually going to go back and edit this, and we're going to make that day 90. 30, 60, and we should really make this now day 90 because we start on day 0. That's right. So we're going to make that day 90. And yeah, this is still going to be month 4. Then we're going to save and publish. Now we do want to edit this message. And we want to make this month 4. And we want to make this month, oh, let's see, we want to make sure that goes out right. And we want to make this month 4. And then we want to click next step. Okay, we've got our same message here, right? And then we're going to click next step. So now day 90 goes out on month 4. We click save and publish. And so now we have one going out on day 0, day 30, day 60, day 90. And all we have to do is go back in there and edit in the video that we're going to show them. And the video is really going to be the same. And we're going to go back in and then send them to the individual page that we create when we start setting up our actual content. Okay, so we've got month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. Right, so we've got all of our information in there. It's all ready to go. We can set up, you can probably set up as many as GetResponse will allow you. And then your entire campaign will be set up. Now, if you're doing a fixed term membership or fixed term content membership, you want to set up all 6 or all 12, and then your emails will be ready to go every 30 days. When they sign up, they will be getting an email telling them, hey, go download your new content. Now, you are going to want to tell them in the video, we'll talk about that, to whitelist your email, right, so that they get the email every single time. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.